Are you willing to donate your body? Got a problem with authority? Would you stop a speeding bullet? Are you afraid of the masked man?
Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe, you're listening to the most badass hockey podcast in all the known land. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tommy C, and this is Shot from the Point Live. This week on Shot from the Point Live is Mario Lemieux, a big fat phony, screaming and yelling about God knows what with player injuries when he hires Daniel Carcillo and Steve Downey. I don't know. I think he is. Maybe you think something different. NHL 15. People are bitching left and right and forwards and backwards. Are you worried about this year's NHL 15 from EA Sports? Are they just going to charge the crap out of us? It's also a very solemn anniversary. It has been 3 years since the Yugoslav Locomotive plane crash. Probably the worst tragedy in hockey history. Look, bitches, this is a comedy show. We're going to do our very, very best with this. But this affected a lot of people, and we're going to talk about it right here on Shot from the Point Live. Episode 60, bitches. This is where it's at. Yeah, and my point man for today and always, none other than comedian legend, legendary Jake Link from the dirtiest of dirty, filthy rotten sticking down the shore, New Jersey, and our new newsman. We're gonna do something a little different this week, which is something I say pretty much every week. None other than from the riots in St. Louis, Jeff the Huffman. How are you fellas doing?
Good.
Pretty good.
Good. Hey, Jeff. How are the riots doing over there, by the way?
I think it's died down pretty much. I haven't paid attention to it anymore.
Well.
I stopped caring.
Well,
I haven't gotten shot, so I'm good.
no black people are throwing rocks through my window, so who cares?
I can't wait to hit up those flea markets and get $20 54-inch plasma screens.
Hey, we got a lot to talk about this week for a change. Some good news, some bad news, and some news in between. Yes, I'm really pumped up about this week. And the other thing is, I just want to let everybody know you're more than welcome to call in just about any time you want. If I don't answer your call right away, it's very simply because of this reason. I can't. We're in the middle of a bit. Here's the other problem. I cannot answer the chat. Germany blocks the chat, and it's just, I don't have the computer to run 7,000 windows and bullshit with you and do this show and switch and take notes and all that shit at the same time. So I'm simply not going to do it. Jake will be looking over the chat. He will communicate with you. And if you have actually something interesting to say, doubtful, he'll repeat it to me. So don't get on my case.
They don't care about freedom of speech in Germany on YouTube.
No, they don't.
As you watch a show.
You're closer to the truth than you think, Mr. Jake Link. The other thing is I have a little message for Dave Rhodes, who we've been communicating via email. He's been watching Dave Rose of Canada. He's just outside of Toronto. And I want to make this very special message to him. He was kind enough to offer his IT expertise with the problems with the show. Here's the problem. I have an IT background, and that's what I did in the military. My IT problems are not anything that I'm doing stupid that I know of. Here's the problem. My microprocessor is slow, the computer's old. So until I get a job and get my shit together, the quality of the show is just about to stay the same. The other problem was Skype. Skype's a bitch. It's been giving Cronin a hard time. It's been giving me a hard time. There's nothing you can do. The only thing I did this time is reinstall that bitch. That's what I did. So that's it. Big message to Dave. And by the way, Dave actually maybe got one of the best letters out of me than impossible. I wrote this beautiful hockey letter that I'm super, super proud of that maybe I'll read in the show one time. All right, gentlemen, let's get into this week in hockey. I got a question for you. You know, Mario Lemieux, I mean, this is going to make Boston Troy and Cronin happy. I love Mario Lemieux. Mario Lemieux probably, in my opinion, made one of the greatest comebacks in sports history, in my opinion. Bigger than Michael Jordan's. In my opinion. Much bigger than that goofball on steroids that rides a bike. What was his name?
Lance Armstrong?
Yeah, that sociopath. Much better than that, too. For Lemieux to come out, was he 5 years? And then he just come out with just cruise. And he cruised right up until 2004. I think he came back in 99. He cruised to 2004 and was instantly the best player in the league. All right. I love Mario Lemieux. I have a Mario Lemieux jersey, and I'm a Ranger fan. And I hate Pittsburgh. And I love Mario. But one of the things that Mario's been doing has been driving me crazy. What the hell was that?
That would be the Cardinals game. Cardinals
What's the score, douche?
They just took a 2-0 lead on the Brewers.
Wow.
It's all bad right now. We're good.
Good start.
Well, it's great. It's great. Jeff does all the old things I used to do. I just sit here and just, all right, yeah, whatever. Oh.
Hey, the notification sound was a blues horn, so I mean.
Don't cry too loud about that.
You will learn. I will teach you. What was that movie? You will learn. I will teach you the ways. I forgot. Karate
Dave
Kid.
Rose is in the chat right now. He says, hi, guys.
Hey, I hope you got my message, Dave. Dave, we love you. But it's not, I don't think, an IT problem unless I'm a total moron. It's very simply a processor power issue. I don't have the memory. And the way I see it, to get shot from the point to run to the quality that I think it can run, I need a $2,000 computer. And I ain't got it. And it ain't coming anytime soon. If I'm somehow able to pull a drug deal and I land in Andy's company, I will put that money through a computer as soon as my ex-wife is done rating it. So that's my message to Jeff Rhodes. Thank you very much, Jeff, for your advice. I may actually talk to you privately on Skype if there is anything you can recommend. But this is what I got. It's just processor power feed. I got a great internet connection over here. But that's it.
What does my company have to do with your drug deal?
Don't say anything. It's louder because it's funny. Oh, by the way, also one of our point women, the beautiful Annie, my wife, because she's overseeing this operation to make sure I don't say anything too crazy. Correct? And I think company and drug deal probably perked her fucking ears up and what have you. What the fuck was I talking about? Mario Lemieux, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, Mario Lemieux. I love Mario. But the thing is, in recent years, he's become a crybaby bitch. Now, I've defended him because I do believe in player safety. Like, I mean, that's so stupid because who doesn't want player safety? Everybody wants their players to play longer. Yeah, you don't. You're like dead on Dave Ventura.
I think less helmets, less pads, the better. It gives more people opportunities to play.
Don't you like these assholes? I'm for player safety. Well, who the fuck is it?
I know, it's ridiculous.
I'm for the environment. No, I'm for a nuclear inferno, motherfucker. Yeah. You know, I mean, give me a fucking break.
We go back to the days of no mask for goalies.
Yeah, that's right. These pussies.
Right.
Actually, you know, it's funny. I met a guy, and he was in his 60s when I was, I'd say, early 90s. And I remember he saw me playing inline hockey. And he's like, "You really love hockey?" He's like, "I'm a big Ranger fan. So am I." And he's like, I saw the last the Rangers the last Ranger Stanley Cup, or he was been a Ranger fan his whole life and what have you. And he looks at me, and then, remember, this is the days during like Mark Messier, you know, really tough guys played the game in the late 90s and 80s too. And he looked at me, the game nowadays, it's for pussies and girls.
You know what's funny? We're gonna be saying that about like you guys.
Yeah, I know.
You guys back in my day, we had players like Sidney Crosby.
Yeah.
Saying things like that.
Yeah, because he's a mega tough guy.
Real top-notch players.
Yeah. One time he jumped a guy in a face-off that wasn't looking and kicked his ass. And all the announcers said that he was really a tough guy. Oh, Jesus.
NHL,
you know what?
NHL News and Gaming said player safety sucks dick.
The only thing I got to say is, from what I'm told, soldiers don't live as long as other people. And good! I don't want to see that day. How about that? All right. I'm drinking beer, having coffee. My beautiful wife's reading some classic novel because she has like a 140 IQ and I'm stupid. All right, here we go. So Mario Lemieux. He's been pissing and moaning and whining. Like I said, Boston Troy would love this, and crying about player safety. Let's go over some recent signings, okay? Daniel Carcillo roughed up a referee during the playoffs. The Rangers had enough of him, even when he was allowed to play. The other one, Steve Downey, who occasionally likes to use him leave his feet and use himself as a torpedo against opposing players. And my favorite signing is, of course, Matt Cook. My question to you two bozos is this. Is Mario a big fucking blowhard hypocrite for signing these guys? Or is he just caving into kind of the market demand for guys that are agitators, guys that are grinders? Jeff, you're first.
Maybe a little bit of both. Mm-hmm. Maybe a little bit of both.
You need tough guys.
Yeah.
You need tough guys. You need guys. I mean, I'm not saying tough guys. Like, I think consider a tough guy. I think of Joey Koser being a tough guy. But I think a better explanation is you need guys to walk in the edge. Now, that is no excuse for hurting somebody. That's no excuse for leaving your field. Go to YouTube. No, don't do it now. Do it after the show. Go to YouTube. Look up Steve Downing. Some of the ridiculous hits that he's had. And we all know about Matt Cook, who's probably more than likely a goddamn sociopath. And I say that to his face, just like John Cherry. And he's more than likely a sociopath. So here's what I want to say. Next time Mario starts pissing and moaning and saying, well, I would have played longer if the rules had changed. Just all you got to say was say, Carcillo, Downey, Cook. And that's the end of the friggin' argument.
You know, Gretzky had a longer career, and Gretzky didn't have the health problems.
Right. No, Gretzky took care of himself. Here's another. You know, it's funny you bring that up. I read Gretzky's book in 1989. No, 90. It was a great book. I read Gretzky's autobiography in 1990, and it was like my Bible. It was like my hockey Bible. And one thing that he mentioned, and I've never heard it mentioned before or since, is there was a point in the book where he was sort of dealing with the fact that who was the better player, because it was very clear at that time that was sort of the Ovechkin Crosby situation of the late 80s. Well, who's better, Lemieux or Gretzky? The thing is, Lemieux was hurt all the time. And one of the things he pointed out in the book, he said, Mario smokes, and I don't. And I work out harder than he does. And he didn't say it in a Michael Jordan sort of way, like I'm the best player of all time. But you could obviously see that Gretzky was very concerned with his legacy, even though that he wasn't 30 years old when I actually read this book. I think, I got to be honest with you, I'm not taking anything away from Mario, and I think he was actually more talented than Wayne Gretzky. He had more talent all around, plus being a big man. Guys used to bounce off his ass. And I think that's a legitimate criticism. If you look, a lot of things happen to Mario, like Hodgkin's disease, that took a very close friend of this show away a few years ago. Taking care of yourself is a part of being a professional athlete. If you're smoking and drinking all the time, it's going to wear you down. It's going to shorten your career. Now, I don't know if that was 100% the case. I've only heard that Mario smoked from Wayne Gretzky, and that's it. But that does say something about your greatness, I think. But I don't know. Who's better, Mario or Wayne? You tell me.
I think Mario. I think he was built like a lot bigger.
Yeah.
So if he stayed healthier, I think maybe it would.
And
have
that
been,
is his responsibility to stay healthy, because by the way, when he did get Hodgkin's disease, I think it was in 1992. And that's not his fault. I mean, skin cancer, right? Yeah. So that's not his fault. But I think it's very, very fair to say, it's a fair criticism, that minus the Hodgkin's disease, that taking care of yourself is part of being great. Look, Lou Gehrig had a longer career than Babe Ruth. I wonder why. Because old Baby Ruth liked he liked hookers and throwing back a few, which I do too, as you can see here. Is that legal to put Bex on TV over here? You know what's not legal in Germany? If you can believe this, you cannot say your product is the best. You know that?
Really?
Yes, you can't say it. Watch this. Bex is the best beer in all the Deutschland. No, you can't say that.
So how do they work around it?
Yeah, I can say it all I want. I don't get paid for it.
Bex is the best beer, maybe, it's in our opinion, in all Deutschland. That's our opinion, Paul.
I don't want to force my views down your throat, but I am somewhat sure that Bex is very good beer.
If you were to ask me, Volkswagen #1 car. That's my personal opinion.
I don't want to offend anyone, but I would like to say that if out of all the beers that I've tasted in my time in Germany, that Beck's is very much at the top. I would like to say that they are, but I'm not sure, so don't hold me to it.
Other beers are pretty good too, but...
But we never talk about beer. We drink beer and talk about weather.
Yeah, let me tell you something. The only 2 times I've ever seen a German get pissed off in my life was actually only 1 time.
Bus came late.
The bus came late. This is the only 2 things that'll piss a German off. The only 2 times. The bus comes late, that's a fucking problem. And if they run out of beer. And if they run out of beer, head for the fucking hills. Because
That sounds like a crime over there.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, it's not. It is not a pretty sight. It is. It's not even. You know, it's funny. Like I'm not laughing about it because it actually like I don't know. I think they're a bunch of pussies over here. But if they run out of beer, I think I'm like I don't know. It's like you know like if you're in New York City and 2 black guys are yelling at each other and they're getting loud, you're like I don't know. This might end up into be a shooting. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. You know, you racist prick. But that's the way I see it. All right, Mario. I don't know. We're taking a vote. Hypocrite, not hypocrite.
I'd go hypocrite. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm kind of like look at like you said, the players he signed, and
Yeah.
so.
I mean, I wouldn't care. So I wouldn't even be having this conversation. He wasn't such a fucking crybaby, you know. I think that's what my issue is with him. I also want to point out that this is not totally my idea. Adam Proto, who is a first-class douchebag, but I read a lot of his stuff, like most of the douchebags. He actually brought this whole subject up, and I actually was quite impressed with the whole thing. I think it was a very, very good point. Proto, even though he's a big fat crybaby himself, was very good at pointing out another big fat crybaby. Moving on to our other topic for the day. Yeah! NHL 15. There's an article. Was that USA Today, Jeff? With the NHL
It's
article?
been in like everywhere.
I'm not sure. I found it on Facebook yesterday. I don't remember what the exact name of the article, but it wasn't USA
The
Today.
Huffington Post. Was it?
Yeah,
Was it the
I
Huffington
don't know.
Post?
All right. Well, the headline I got, I didn't write down the link because I'm irresponsible and Jeff does the news now. Here's the deal. Are we looking at a total and complete disaster? And I actually might even open the window up for this because this just may need to be done. Yeah, there you go. Rose, my computer's the fans are already spinning. All I did was open Chrome. That's what I mean. I just need a new computer here. Let's see. On course. NHL 15 appears on course for disaster from AZ Central. I imagine that's Arizona. I know Jeff's got some different opinions about this. And he has actually played the demo for Xbox
I played the
One.
demo too. I played it for Xbox
You played the demo
One.
for Xbox. That's right. Do you
I
have
played
Xbox
for
One?
PS4.
You have played a PS. So I mean, well, let me do the story. Look, we know basically online, or as we know online for NHL, which has been such a gift over the last basically four to 5 seasons. We knew GM Connect wasn't going to be there. We knew EA SHL wasn't going to be there. EA Sports Arena, obviously. But there's a lot more than that. Here are the list of no's that are being reported.
By the way, could I just interrupt real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
And to find out about all of this, you could go like, in my opinion, the best Facebook group for all your NHL and EA gaming news on the NHL Game News and Gaming.
I
on
do their
Facebook.
fucking ads already. I did them an ad, and I'm going to play it during
all
the show.
right, well, I'm doing another one. All right, all right. They're in the chat, so I had to.
All right. Here are the list of no's besides what we already know that are being reported from this AZ Central, who is obviously trying to pretend to be USA Today, so they fooled me. No online shootouts. There's guys out there, that's all they do, is they dig shootouts and the deking and stuff.
Good, I hate shootouts.
Yeah, but I mean, why take it out of the game if people dig it? No live the life. That surprised the hell out of me. No be a legend. No Winter Classic. No tournaments or Battle for the Cup. Season mode, but you can only play seasons as be a GM. So you can't just do your own like regular ass season where it's not that complicated, which is what I do. No NHL 94 anniversary mode. All right, the anniversary is last year. Who cares? No custom music support. That means I can't put "Hey, you suck" for the Devils, which I usually do actually because I dig that thing. Until Bon Jovi took over. No create a play designer. I can't believe that.
Yeah, I spent hours in that before.
I know you.
decided
You were
to
big
game
on
every
that.
year.
No way to edit individual players. Practice mode now limited to 1 skater and AI goalie. Well, that won't be hard to figure out for all those nerds out there. On gameplay, no custom camera option. No action tracker replay highlights. Can't believe that. I mean, you go back to NHL, I think 2007, and they had that shit. No top 3 stars of the game. I forgot that. On Be a GM, Yearly draft fully automated. You know, one of the things that was great about NHL 14, 13, and 12 is that it was so deep. It was just like you could just throw yourself into it in like one of the gameplay modes, and you could literally like just do whatever. And like I didn't have time for be a GM. I didn't have time because I was an EA SHL guy last year, and I started leaning towards Hut after that. I can't. Your drafts animated. I had to learn all the UFAs and the European rules last year. What a removal! I mean, that's pretty incredible. Cannot play AHL games for your chosen franchise. So that's in Be a GM. That's unbelievable. I mean, players sent down to the minors do not accumulate season stats. Now that doesn't really affect me, but still, it's a pain in the ass. No fantasy draft option. So not only we're getting a big view here. Not only are we losing like some of the online stuff, and I excuse that as they were trying to make a core of the game really good. We're basically losing what the fantasy part, the fantasy hockey part, and that really is terrible. No preseason games. I always thought that was cool. And then they also had that one preseason game with the prospects game, right? Remember that? If you did the season mode, that was awesome. On Be a Pro, this is unbelievable. No option to sim ahead to the next shift. Have fun playing Be a Pro. Have fun playing Be a Pro.
You better call out and have nothing to do that day to play one game of Be a Pro.
Yeah. Hey, caller, you're on the air.
Yo.
Who's this?
Tony.
What do you want, you masturbator? What's up?
That was great.
Did your voice crack? Talk to me, Tony.
Yeah, man. I'm just enjoying the football game right now.
His voice cracked, didn't
I
it?
could say the same.
His voice cracked, didn't it? It sounds deeper than it did last week.
Yeah.
You went all Greg Brady on us.
Yeah. Andy can hear it too. Welcome to puberty. You grew a lot this summer.
Yeah. And he found out his cock's more
My
than
ball
just
finally dropped.
What's that? Say it again.
My ball finally dropped.
Yeah, I mean over a week.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
That's right.
Are you like? Are you using a voice thing?
No, this is my actual voice.
Yeah, you sound like a grown man.
Hey, Tommy, I want to talk about the Bruins.
What do you got for us, douchey?
This is the kid that called up last week, right? About jerking off?
Yeah. Jerking off, really.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Tony is in love with his moment because like he had like put 14 posts. Yeah, that's me. Look at me. Yeah, I got it. Look at him. And then the chicks are writing me like you're so funny, what have you. It's like that was me. I said it, and I had to delete like 40 of his fucking comments because he was like, I mean, he's like cockblocking.
I put like 3.
Yeah, I deleted 3. I deleted 2 or 3 of them, to be honest with you.
Kid's trying to get laid. Leave him alone.
There wasn't even that. I'm just like, we're talking about masturbation here. I can't have like, hey, that's the guy that called. I didn't want his parents to find out. Is what I really was worried about.
What are you gonna do? Put him in jail?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like that's a little weird. Like Cronin said to me, he goes, it's a little weird what you're asking him. I was like, I know it sounded weird because he cut me off, but what I was gonna get into is like, what young, like, what do you dig? You like blondes or brunettes or what have you? And then he cut me off and said he was whacking off, and it made a great moment. It did sound a little creepier than it should have. I'll be honest with you. I'm not terribly.
And then
proud.
look what happened. My voice got freaking deeper.
Yeah, it did. It's like literally, that was last week. It was last Sunday. It was last Monday.
I got a little taller too, which is weird.
Oh no, it's a summer. You're 13. Did you sleep a lot this summer? Let me ask you.
Yeah.
I'm 6'1".
Got
And I
nothing
remember
better
there
to
was a
do.
summer when I was like 13 or 14. I think it was 13, and I just slept the whole summer. And next thing I knew, it was like time to go to school, which I think you're starting school tomorrow, right?
I already started. I started 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you start. Oh, that's right. Well, they start you in August over there in Boston?
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
we used to start like in beginning September. I started August 26th.
Are you a smart kid?
Yeah.
So you're like in a higher classes and stuff. So all the morons started this week, but you went 2 weeks early, right?
Yeah.
All right, you have any talk, douchey? What do you got for me?
Well, I don't know if
What are you laughing at? You're blowing your
You
spot.
all right?
You're about 2 seconds about getting blown up.
I'm fine.
Hummina.
Do you have any statements about NHL 15, the Bruins?
Hopefully they'll add EA SHL mode in the future.
Here's the thing.
I know Joe was pissed off about it.
Yeah, Joe's pissed off about absolutely everything. So I mean,
well, I was gonna say he gets pissed off about basically everything.
Yeah. So I mean, what do you want? What do you want? Here's the thing.
Yeah, I do too.
Let me ask you to my co-host, not Tony. Here's the thing I'm worried. We read about a bunch of stuff that's not on the list. Are you guys worried that they have this stuff and it's already built in and they're gonna charge you for it? Has that crossed anybody's mind but mine, or am I the only lone idiot here?
Hasn't crossed my mind yet. Cause
go ahead.
Why not?
I'm gonna say, why would they be giving this for free with the game that you pay $60 for?
Yeah.
And and then all of a sudden they charge.
Hold on a second. Tony.
Numbers.
Jake, continue. I was interested in what you have to say, and we're going to teach Tony some things.
That's right.
What do you got? No, what were you saying?
I just think that I think it's going to be not there, and they're just concentrating on the core product of just
if
the
they
graphics,
come out in 2 weeks and say get a EA SHL for $5, if they come on in 2 weeks and give EA SHL for $2, what are you going to think?
Oh, it's $2, but I would be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I didn't play EA SHL.
Why not? Tony, did you learn your lesson?
There we go.
Did you learn your lesson, sweetheart?
I guess he finished. Okay.
No, he didn't learn his lesson. Tony, did you learn your lesson? All right, fine.
NHL News and Gaming said, put this on the air. NHL 15 is amazing despite the lack of game modes.
Yeah, I know. He can't talk
That's right. They're just going to look at the startup screen and go, yep, that's a good game.
Yeah, well, here's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about, I'm sorry, that, what's his name? Johnny over there in Vancouver? I forget what the hell his name is. I'm just saying, look, we're really sorry we couldn't do it. We practiced in the core. But for $19.99, you could have EA SHL. You could have GM mode. I'm wondering if they're going to hit us one at a time for this shit. And I tell you something, EA Sports is not out of the realm of possibility from doing this kind of stuff.
They do it on Battlefield. I know that's something that's different, but...
Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Tommy, how's it going?
Who is this? Is this my friend from Toronto?
That's right. It's Dave Rhodes.
Dave Rhodes. Did you hear what I had in my little speech before to you, Mr. Rhodes? I didn't know if you would be able to listen.
I just caught it in time. I was running a little late. I was glad I was able to catch the show as it started, so I do appreciate that shout out there. And before we go on, I just want to say to your lady friend there, hopefully I'm saying this correctly, Guten Abend, Fraulein.
They don't say Fraulein everybody anymore. It's like saying the missus.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So basically, you said like you know how we use like all the feminists brainwash us all and hit us over the head with bricks, and now we say Ms. That's like Mrs. So it's like.
It's not everything correct.
No, as far as pronunciation, you're 100% correct, brother. Good job. But you're obviously a sexist and a misogynist.
I don't mean to offend at all.
No, but you're a sexist and misogynist. Oh yeah, apologize to me, Canadian. Apologize. Do it.
It's a part of his nature. He's Canadian.
Also, I wanted to just shout out to the two other guests, the two other hosts. I'm sorry that I'm forgetting the names. Jeff is one of them, right?
Well, it's one other than legendary comedian, legendary Jake Link, and our new guy, Jeff the Huffman, who looks exactly like Dylan Klebold of note of the Columbine Massacre in Colorado in 1999.
You can call them J1 and J2.
I noticed that. I love that video.
He really does. It's creepy. Yeah, he really creepy.
All right. Well, I don't want to take up a lot of your time, Tommy, because
I
remember last episode, and I am drinking today as well. So basically, I've got my notes here. I want to go as quick as possible.
Dave.
First of all,
Okay, go ahead.
Like you mentioned, that letter that you sent to me, truly an epic hockey letter. And
do you guys read that?
Yeah, man, I think that should be a separate episode, a separate video, because it was a really good letter, and yeah, man, it really cuts right to it. So, and yeah,
I was really drunk, and I was in touch with my feminine side, and I actually wrote that because I have horrible grammar, as Jake and Jeff know, because they laugh at my posts on Facebook.
A hockey letter from
But
Tommy.
I wrote that. I wrote it in about 10 minutes, but it took me like 2 fucking hours to edit it, and there's probably still a mistake in there too because I'm dyslexic and shit. But yeah, I really meant that, and I thought it was kind of sweet. You know, if this show was like Field of Dreams, and then your dad came through the cornstalks and you started crying, that would be my letter. You know what I mean?
No, but it was great. It was a great, succinct letter. It got to the point, and it really explains a lot of things, and intrigued me more. Like,
oh well, great. That really. By the way, when you said on in the Crease episode, when you said I was an official Canadian, do you have any idea how much that warmed my heart? I mean, I know this is a big love fest for me. My wife's rolling her eyes, but it really did warm my heart. The other thing was with the computer, it's just the processor, man. I need a new chip. I need a new memory. It's the bottom line. But you know what I've done is Jeff Huffman's our new news guy, so I don't have to keep 40. I don't have to keep 40 windows open, and then I can sort of be myself and drink beer and let the show. So. Maybe you should stick around and listen to Jeff do the news. So he's like our new news guy, and basically we're going to make fun of him the whole time.
Yeah, I can't do the news.
Absolutely.
I have the reading comprehension of a 6-year-old.
Your job is
Today in the NHL.
Quiet down, joke man. That's our joke.
Well, last week I wanted to call in, but Skype quit out on us, and I just wanted to at least get the news out. And you guys were talking and stuff. I didn't want to break from that and just call in.
Don't even worry about it. The only thing I'm slightly worried about is when I get the unknown caller. That's what seems to stretch Skype, because I don't know. You're a Cronin fan, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was doing the simulcast, then we switched over from his channel to mine. I was taking unknown callers and it was crashing Skype, and that's exactly what happened.
Does my number show up as unknown?
No, your number came up. Maybe I should put that out. Like, look, if you're gonna call in, and I'd love to have callers, what you got to do is you got to let me see your number. Look, I'm not going to let everybody know about it. I don't care. I probably don't want to know you that well, but I need it because apparently it's crashed my computer, and I need a new computer. And
but hold up. The thing is, it might be something with the connections that you got there, because if my number's not showing up, that's wrong. I mean,
no, your number shows up. So. Your number shows up. It was another caller prior that crashed Skype before you got here. That was the issue. So I don't know. It could be like a mass coincidence, or it could be something else. I don't know, Dave. I don't know. But let me tell you something. You are the type of guy we're looking for. We're looking for a guy like you, fed up with the mainstream media. Not afraid to throw a few beers back. Not afraid to say that they like to see two guys throwing down. Not afraid to be Canadian. Doesn't apologize too much, even though they apologize too much. And that you're kind of like our key market, brother. And we really appreciate you calling in. Do you have anything though before I let you go?
Yes, actually, because you brought up Mario Lemieux, you brought up violence in hockey. But here's the thing: this is kind of building on, and the problem is this is a longer conversation. So I'm going to get off the line as soon as I get this out, so you can say your mind. Mm-hmm. The problem is that we got to really dig deep. We got to examine the atmosphere of the culture when it comes to hockey in general. So we have to just understand that there's inherent risk when it comes to any activity, skydiving, playing hockey, walking on the fucking street.
Sure.
But there's inherent risk, and then we have to look at what this culture of protective, or I would think lazy parents that are trying to bubble wrap their children so that they want to force them into sports, be competitive, and you can see these fucking crazy parents, but they want to keep them protected so that the refs always have to protect their kids, this and that, no hits, blah, blah, blah. And, it goes even deeper because you've got this fear of lawsuits and stuff, so it's all convoluted, it's all over the place, but it ends up with a diluted sport where you have, these old timers, like you said, saying, now it's for pussies and for girls. Yeah. And, the problem is that fights aren't inherently necessary to hockey. So you can watch a great game with no fights whatsoever, some good hits, and still come out saying that was a great game. You don't necessarily need to have fisticuffs going on.
No.
But just the idea of somebody getting scratched, it creates this atmosphere of, we've got to protect everyone and just have a blanket solution rather than look at specific cases.
You know what,
and try to
Dave?
improve on
That doesn't go away just because. Let's say we got a game misconduct for fighting. That does not go away if we have the game misconduct for fighting. Those things still stand. And by the way, Dave, this is what I have a message for you, and here it is. If I have the volume up right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Rhodes, just outside of Toronto. He gets it. He gets it. He gets it. This is what it's about. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you all you bitches. I'm going to do more heavens talk. Here, let me tell you bitches something right now. I live in Europe. I have seen the future. It is a future of rats. It is a future of unskilled rats. Instead of a friggin' tough guy like Joey Koser, instead of your favorite tough guy like Darren Bugard or whatever the hell, name your tough guy. Here's what happens. You get a league full of Sean Averys. So next time those French Canadians tell you, well, we never tried it yet. Guess what? It's been tried. I live here. And it sucks. That's what it is. And Dave Rose from Toronto gets it. Thanks, Dave. It was a good bit.
That was beautiful, man.
Thanks, brother. No, I think you're 100%. I think you're absolutely 100% correct. I really appreciate the call. And I think that, I think that's pretty much where it stands. I don't think, the thing is, like, for the first time in my life, I started listening to hockey in 1988, and I did not watch a hockey game in full until 1990 when my dad got custody of me. So I basically listened to the Rangers for the first 2 years. Because hockey's actually starting to take off, mostly because the other sport's been so pussified, you're getting a lot of these soccer mom fans in the States, and I, as an American, apologize to you. You, the Canadian, and I apologize, and I think that's the problem. But hopefully, and I do have a little faith in Gary Bettman, he's going to do what's best for business. And unless advanced stats work and they sort of force, naturally, the enforcer out of the game, I don't think we have too much to worry about. All right, Dave?
Yeah, that's great. All right, you guys, Jeff, Jake, and Tommy, you have a great night. And, I'll keep on listening.
Thanks, brother. I really appreciate it. Great call, man. Great call. Thanks. Yep. Thank you. That was fantastic. Look, as a man, look at me. Look what I'm doing. I'm running a show. You're my wife. I mean, look at this. This is a fantastic show, right?
Shut up.
All right. There you go.
Did she say it was okay?
No, she said shut up.
No, she said, no, she can't say it's a good show because she's German and it's against the rules.
Yeah, it's against the rules to say it was a good show. That's it.
It's a good show compared to other
It's
shows.
a good show,
But it's not the best show.
Yeah, it's not the best show. I guarantee you, I have the best English-speaking podcast in Germany.
That might be fair.
That might be fair.
Oh, you're gonna start a fight with Dave again now. That's right. No, I have the best English-speaking podcast in Germany.
All right, my last thing to cover. Look, I had a source tell me. I know we've been doing a lot on Harrison Mooney, and I'm gonna promise in the future. And I've been promising this for years that we're gonna do less with Puck Daddy as far as fight with them. Look, it didn't work. It was a bit the whole long. I don't hate Greg. I don't really hate any. Well, I hate Ryan. Yeah, I hate Greg too. But I mean, for reasons like I didn't start hating Puck Daddy. I did it just because I'm a publicity whore and I need attention, like Jake Link says. Jake, I just noticed your glasses and they're funny. I think we're just gonna gloss over the fact that you have ridiculous fucking headphones and glasses. It's just too.
You had
funny
those on the last time.
I know, but
the glasses I just got yesterday.
It's like a joke grenade,
headphones.
Jeff. It just like fucking hit me in the head. It was like, holy shit, you know?
This is gonna be my look. This is gonna be my my look from now on.
Why don't you get a scarf, you fucking hipster? You know? All right, listen to me. Look, I got a source on Harrison Mooney that changes a lot of things that I said. I still support him and I still forgive him, and I do. But I have a source, and I'd like to see Harrison refute this. I hope he can. And this is not the source that told me that Greg Wyshynski goes around the D.C. area and tells kids there's no such thing as Santa Claus. It's not the same source. It is not the same source that told me the reason Ryan Lampert spends all day in his house is because he has bleeding herpes, genital herpes all over his body. I mean, that's not the same source. This source has told me, and it's like a legit source, I'm not even joking around, that this is not the first time Harrison Mooney got caught. I don't think I told you this, Jake. I think I told Jeff. This is not the first time Harrison got caught so-called harassing women. Now, I only saw half of those tweets, so I failed to see the harassment in there. But Harrison has come clean about the harassment. He looks like he was hitting on chicks to me, but look, I wasn't there. And I'm going to actually defend Greg Wyshynski because I do trust this source. I'm not even joking, so it's true. Greg has actually, according to the source, covered for him in the past. So I think we're gonna leave that be. That does not mean.
Wow.
That does not mean. No, I'm serious. I'm actually serious, Jake. That does not mean we don't forgive Harrison. Everybody makes mistakes. I hope he learned from it, and I think he did. I read his Tumblr apology, and it looked really sincere to me. Did you think Did you think the Tumblr apology was sincere, sweetheart?
What?
The Harrison Mooney apology. Did you find it sincere when I read it to you?
I told you what I thought about it.
What did you think about it?
It wrote the lawyer.
Oh, see, Andy thinks that that a lawyer told him to say that.
Probably. I mean,
yeah, but
he's a public figure.
I don't. Here's why I don't buy that. Because the girl that exposed him over in San Jose, she writes this article. You might know me. I'm the person that exposed Harrison Mooney, and I'll tell you. I'll give you every paragraph after that. Me. Look at me. I'm a hero. Me. So I really didn't buy her story. So if she was being sexually harassed, first of all, I only saw one tweet. Second of all, I don't buy it because it's all about you, apparently. So, but if that's the case, look, we forgive Harrison because everybody makes mistakes. We wish him the best. Do you like his articles, Jake? I do.
I do. It was very entertaining.
And
he wasn't
really
like
good.
he wasn't condescending. He's not condescending like Ryan Lampert or
what though?
Wyshynski.
I missed. He is, and I missed. You know what? A lot of it wasn't directed towards us, and I've seen it.
Well,
like Barstool Sports, it was directed towards. He is. I saw more of it after the interview. He is a bit condescending.
It's funny. I know it's just coincidence, but the post, the video that came out right after he did our show.
Well, yeah, and another thing, but see, so I kind of sympathize because I have a little idea what it feels like to have to apologize when you did something wrong, and I had to do that here, as everybody knows. If you want to go back and check the flashbacks, which I put it on a playlist, I did apologize to Ryan. I was way out of fucking line. Of course, Ryan did not accept my apology; thought it was insincere, and I got to be honest with you, that made me feel shittier than having done it. Because, to me, it was always ball busting between me and Ryan. After that, it got personal because I really did mean it. I really do hate the guy now because he didn't take my word as a man, So, yeah. It's funny you say that. So, for that reason alone, I care about Harrison. He gave us one of our best shows. Would you agree, Jake?
Yeah, definitely.
He was really, really, really honest. He did not pull any punches, and he wasn't condescending to us at all.
It was really entertaining.
He was really good. So whatever I know this looks like, and it was, and I got to be honest with you, Harrison, it initially was. This was, I wanted you on the air to promote my show, but I got to be honest with you, I don't care if you come on or not anymore. I just want to let you know that Jake and me, and maybe Jeff, if you want to throw in if you want, we support you. And we really wish the best to you in the future, and we hope things work out. I know you fucked up, but I fucked up.
Everyone does.
Jake's fucked up before, and Jeff's probably going to fuck up one day and get fired.
Probably.
Yeah, right? So that's relief. I don't know. That's the source. That's my source reports. Harrison, you want to come out and deny it? That's fine with me. Hey, if you want to go on and throw fucking your buddies under the bus, that's fine with me too. But what's more important is that everything's okay with you, and I'm glad it was just Puck Daddy and it didn't get worse than that. All right, and that leads us 46 minutes of kick-ass show. It leads just to Jeff's news. Jeff, you ready for the news?
Let's do it.
That's Meth Kazar said. You guys can make chemistry homework fun.
Oh, before you do the news, I got something. Do you remember this? You remember this moment in hockey history? Hold on, I'm gonna play it for you.
In on Kolzik. Fake the legs! Oh, Malik went between his legs!
All right, it's a video I posted earlier. Do you recognize that moment?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah,
it sounds very familiar.
One more time.
I'm turning
In on
this crap
Kolzik.
off. Screw this.
Fake the legs! Oh, Malik went between his legs!
It's 2005, I want to say, because I know I did a video on it earlier. It's when Marek Malik actually scored the goal and the longest shootout of all time. It was Lundqvist versus Kolzik, and it was probably the only shootout of all time worth watching. It was awesome by any means. It's funny because they had just added the shootout, and like all the pro shootout guys were saying, "Hey, look at this," and I got to be honest with you, it was a big selling point. The problem is we haven't seen enough of those shootouts, these epic shootouts. There hasn't been too many, and of course, Marek Malik. It happened in November. I want to say 2005. Yeah, I know I did the video, but I already forget, and I've been drinking. But Malik actually did a Thomas Hurdle, and he went behind the legs, and they put it top shelf. It was really, really beautiful. And let me tell you something. Malik did not have that kind of talent to pull it off, and it was almost like a poker match. The only reason he pulled it off is because Olaf Kolzik, the great German goalie, and by the way, he is Hall of Fame. Did he go to the Hall of Fame yet, Kolzik?
Don't think so.
I don't think he
needs
did.
to be there. That's a joke.
Not yet.
That's a
He will.
that
He should
Hall
be.
of Fame's not complete until that goddamn crowd is in there. He's a fucking great goddamn goalie.
Actually, born in South Africa.
Yeah, bullshit. First of all, that's like a vacation spot for Deutschies, and I know that from living here. Look. That's like saying my daughter's not
Deutschies.
American. Yeah, he was trained in Canada too. That's another dirty secret. He speaks fluent German. He grew up in a German household. He has German citizenship. He's German. I know. I got a fight with Shinsky last summer over this, and I was like, "What are you trying to say?"
He played for the German national team.
He played for the German national team when he probably could have fucking played for the Canadian national team if he had pulled enough strings. He was that goddamn good, and he played on a shitty goddamn team. Oh, every team he was playing was awful. And God, Kolzik was really one of the most underrated goalies of my lifetime. People knew who he was, and they knew how great he was, but he is sort of underrated because A, he's German, B, played in Washington before Ovechkin, or just as Ovechkin got there. All right, here's your moment, Huffman. Here's your moment.
All right.
Start the news. What do you got for us?
All right, let's do this. You know, after the Bruins not doing much in the offseason, they signed center David Krejci to a 6-year extension worth about $7.25 million a year.
Which is funny to me because that's more than Bergeron makes. So what are they going to sign Bergeron for, with a team that's already having cap problems? That's
what I was going to say. They had cap problems already, and that's why they didn't do anything.
Why would you? That is Lampert pointed this out. That is kind of puzzling, don't you think? Mm-hmm. What do you think? I mean, I'm not down on David Krejci. Look, I want these guys to make as much money as they can, but I mean, look, it's a game from the GM's perspective too. It does not seem like a smart move. It looks like it's going to balloon salaries on the Bruins, which is good for me because we might not have to deal with them in a few years in the playoffs, for my team and what have you. What else you got, Goofy?
All right, so after serving as the Dallas GM for the past 4 seasons, Joe Nieuwendyk was hired by the Carolina Hurricanes as a professional scout and advisor.
Nice. God, I love that job.
Would
Would you like that job, Jake?
I'd love it. Just,
you know what I would do if I you know what I'd do if I had that job? I'd just go like this.
Every player that you saw. Guy driving his Zamboni. Oh my God!
Oh, look at that line change! Was that Joe Micheletti that did that thing? Oh, wait, here's hold on.
In on Kolzik. Fake the
He lost his mind!
went between his
It's
legs.
like a shootout! Get over yourself!
Yeah, it's like the same reaction he would get if he found out that his kid was in a burning building. You know?
No kidding, right?
Oh my God, my baby!
All right, what else you got for us, Goofy?
Okay, so after years of going through this case here, Steve Moore confirms that this case against Todd Bertuzzi has been settled.
Yes, finally. Clap, clap, clap.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything that said how much Bertuzzi's going to have to give, but
Mm-hmm.
he ain't
gonna.
glad to hear that thing's done.
You know what I find
Looks
interesting
like he's
about
playing
that
another
is
20 years.
What?
Yeah.
What would you say, Jake?
I said it looks like he's going to be playing another 20 years. Your analogy of him, Tommy's analogy of him is perfect.
I mean, I did steal that from Bill Burr.
Chelios.
I got to be honest. I stole that from Bill Burr because I forget when he used that. I don't remember the time, but he used somebody as like the guy looks like a New York cop trying to hang on for the pension. But that's exactly what Bertuzzi looks like to me, with the freaking dark hair and all. That's the thing. It's like I'm sure when he got his lawyer came back to him and he was like, "Look, Todd, this is the way it's going to go down without you going, losing any more money." And he was like, like something like that, and then good old Steve Moore was like, yeah, that's right, he's epic. Hey, yeah, he does, and he's gonna play as long as he can. Mm-hmm. I mean, I heard it was upwards of $30 million. I mean, Bertuzzi made that kind of money.
Yeah. I don't even know if
doesn't he only make like $6 million a year tops?
If that.
How's he gonna pay
that
this?
even sounds high.
He's probably making league veteran minimum.
I got to be honest with you. I guess I don't care. What Tom Bertuzzi did was absolutely unforgivable.
No.
It's the most disgusting thing that I've seen in hockey since I've been. And I was the last guy because I actually was sort of the closeted Bertuzzi fan. I don't even think he can believe he did it. And
he was sent out by the coach to do it.
Yeah, did they prove that, Jeff?
I mean, I think that's what Bertuzzi said. Bertuzzi said the coach told him to go out, and he said more.
Yeah, but he didn't say come out from behind and break his neck. He might have said, I don't know, punch him in the face.
Said he needs to pay. He needs to pay, but
well, I mean, look, I'm not going to sit there and tell you.
Is this the coach from the Mighty Ducks 2 movie? 2 minutes well worth it.
Actually, I got some audio from that coach. Step. Coach Cronin. Coach Cronin. The Mighty Ducks. You know what I love in that movie? I should isolate that too. What do you say in that movie? The bad coach. You're not a never was. You never will be.
You're not even a has-been. You're a never was.
You're a never was. That's it.
I hate hockey and I don't like kids.
That's right.
Yeah.
I hate hockey and I don't like kids. That's right. All right. Well, good luck to Todd Bertuzzi, and God, I hope he's not divorced. What's he gonna do?
No, he's still married.
He's really in trouble there.
Todd Bertuzzi's salary last year was $2 million.
Wow.
I heard it was like upwards of $30 million. Hey, Jeff, newsman, find out how much it was by next week. If I mean, even estimations, I'll take that. And I'll take the source that told me that Greg Wyshynski kicks Halloween trick-or-treaters in the teeth. Get on that source if you have to. All right. What do you got next?
Well, Marty Broduer has made it known that he's willing to be the backup for the Canadians.
Oh, is he? Oh, how nice of fucking him. The problem is, what happened about Peter Budaj and goddamn Toharski, who looks like the second coming of fucking Jesus Christ. Oh, by the way, this just in, here's Toharski.
He's going to just start going around to every team. Guys, just so you know. All right?
Marty's
he's gonna have on a jersey of every. He's gonna watching TV. He goes, guys. So I heard Bobrovsky's hurt. Just saying. I got my pads in the car.
Hey, let me tell you something. Him and Bertuzzi need to go bowling or something. I don't know, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Holy
He's still paying child support.
Who, Marty?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Marty's Catholic, so he has like 17 kids, you know. Some of them are prospects, you know.
Yeah.
Quite literally. What do you think of that, Jeff? Marty pulling that shit. I don't hate Marty, by the way. I know I goof on Marty a lot.
Who doesn't want a player that's in their 40s?
Maybe it's just kind of like, look, it's funny because I always say
that's the best way to describe. He's Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Only he didn't retire 14 times and come back.
That's true. Favre would do, but Favre used that as I think, leverage, that retiring bullshit. I never bought that for a minute. I'll retire. I thought I think it was leverage to keep him.
It's funny. The Saints called him up last year.
The Rams called him last year.
How could the Saints win? Don't they have Drew Brees? Wait a minute. Don't they have Drew Brees over in this? I don't know too much about football.
I'm thinking the Rams. I'm sorry.
The Rams called him last year.
Jeff's team called him.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to. They might have to call him again because I don't know. So I ended up throwing my remote a few minutes ago because they threw a pick six.
What else you got?
All right. Well, most of you have probably seen it, but Ovechkin put out an Instagram photo in support of Vladimir Putin saying "Save children from fascism" or something like that. And he posted a message after that, which translated to, "Our grandfathers and grandmothers saw the horrors of fascism. We will not permit in our time."
Well, here's the problem. Your guy's the fascist. That's the problem.
I thought the same thing.
This is Vladimir Putin's foreign policy, Alex. What a joke.
Yes, Alex is a very loyal soldier of the Red Army.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to, we have none other than Alex Ovechkin on the line. Alex, how you doing?
Oh, this is Vladimir Putin.
Oh, sorry.
Get it right. I will have you killed. KGB in Russia right now.
Okay. I don't want to rub. I don't want to rub your feathers the wrong way.
That's right. Germany now colony of Russia.
I don't want to rub your feathers. So, I look. Do you really think you're fighting fascism when you actually invaded the country that are accusing of being fascist and they didn't do the other thing what fascists normally do? They invade your country. You invaded them. Where do you stand?
No. It wasn't. It was just vacation. Just opening up theme park.
So
it's Russian theme. It's Russian theme park.
So where did you talk to Alex Ovechkin? Did you? He is a member of your United Party, I think it's called. Are you happy that he's a part of your political party?
Yes. We have him. We have Yakov Smirnov. Yes.
I bet Jeff didn't get that reference because he's not. Jeff wasn't even. Were you born in the 80s?
No, Jeff? I was born in 94.
Oh my God!
Shit, you're a fucking baby.
Yeah, so is Nathan McKinnon.
I bet your breath still smells like Similac. Holy
it doesn't bother me with Nathan committed. It bothers me because it's Jeff. So, Mr. Putin, why don't you stop this war? If you want to end fascism and killing and stuff, why don't you pull out of Crimea? I mean, I think that would be a start.
You know what I say about Crimea?
What?
Hey, just Crimea River. Hey. That's right, I am very funny. I have lots of puns. My secretary of funny, Yakov Smirnov, wrote that one for me.
All right, I think I'm going to play the new Crimean national anthem in your honor. Here it is.
Yes, it's actually a Russia theme park. That's all it is, in Russia land.
Thank you, Vladimir. I appreciate your time.
Take care.
What else you got, Jeff?
Oh, the number one pick in the 2014 draft, defenseman Aaron Ekblad. I don't know. I probably butchered that.
No, let me tell you something. I saw some videos of that kid. He's a sniper from the point.
Yeah, scored 23 goals. He was named the Ontario Hockey League Player of the Year or something.
Oh God, he's like
23 goals.
He's gonna make you forget PK Subban. The only problem is
he can make the Panthers relevant.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. I won't go that far. I mean, you know what the problem with the draft system is, and I know this is with Lindros. You get a guy like a Lindros, like a Crosby, although Crosby kind of worked out for because they got Malkin. When you get like a high grade guy like that there's just tons and tons of talent, there's nobody else that can tell him, shut the fuck up, you're a rookie. Mm-hmm. There's nobody out there. And I think that's what happened to Eric. I think that's what happened to Lindros. I think Crosby, and I think that's what happened to Ovechkin to a lesser extent. There's nobody out there because he's so full of talent. Everybody's like afraid to speak up. So I think that's what happened to him. Look, Shea Weber would be probably another example, correct?
Yeah,
Shea Weber would probably be a pretty good example as well. I mean, you need it. You need it. I remember, if you remember when, be careful where you step, my love. There's a lot of things going on here. Sorry. My wife is going to navigate through all the wires and not knock my show off the line. Thank you. And of course, my daughter's able to do it with ease. But all right, but the thing is, I think you need a guy I remember when Lindros really became a powerhouse, and I got to be honest with you, it's when Craig McTavish got there to Philadelphia after he left New York, because Lindros looked up to McTavish because he won all those cups with the Oilers. And he was a face-off master. I mean, honestly, Pierre Bergeron's got, oh my God. Patty Bergeron's got nothing on Craig McTavish. And I think you need a guy like that. So I think Ekblad, I mean, I hope maybe he's a guy to save the franchise, but I never jump on that stuff too soon. Bobby Carpenter was supposed to be the American Gretzky, and he didn't win a Cup till 95 when his career was pretty much over with the Devils.
Yep.
And that's actually what a lot of people are hoping with the Devils now. Can they do for Scott Gomez what they really did for Bobby?
Yeah.
The only thing is Scott.
Did you hear? I know I don't think we did a show.
Yeah.
But there was some writer that actually said the Ducks and the Devils in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Oh, that's just not happening.
No.
Oh, that's simply not happening.
You got to get by the Kings and the Hawks first.
The Blues. What about your team?
No, we lose in the first round.
Holy crap! I just looked at the scores: 34-6.
Oh, what game are we talking about?
We got 6.
Let me hear the game we're talking about. Hold on, football.
We got 6.
Just looking up the scores right now.
You're not even allowed to look up the scores.
We got 6. Greg Zuerlein, MVP.
Ugh. Without the Ducks and the Devils, it's simply not happening. Not in this fucking planet. Devils would be very happy. Let me ask you something, Mr. Jake Link, Devil fan. You happy with them making the playoffs, and you're okay with that?
Yeah. Honestly, I think they're going to make the playoffs.
Exactly. That's where we're at. They're going to make
They will make the playoffs. You heard it here. The Devils will make the playoffs and get eliminated.
Scott Gomez is going to have a 40-goal season. Yeah, sure. Moving on. What else you got?
The Flyers signed left wing Zach Rinaldo to a 2-year contract extension.
I love him.
He's a good fighter.
Him.
Scrappy.
Oh, yeah, Scrappy. Let me tell you something. The only guy I ever saw kick Jerome McGinley's ass. And Jerome, you know how I love Jerome McGinley. Jake is well aware of my love affair with Jerome McGinley. I love him. I love that man. I don't know if I'd go down on him, but I definitely wash his feet like Christ did. I love Jerome McGinley.
You give him a reach around, maybe, and just.
Well, that means I'd have to fuck him in the ass. I wouldn't dare do that. I love Jerome McGinley.
2 goals.
And we're all gay over here. And
in Germany or just in general here?
No, on this goddamn show because we're talking about giving Jerome McGinley's reach arounds and shit.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Jesus. I mean,
I don't know. I'm wearing pink and kissing guys. Anyhow.
What else you got? By the way, Zach Rinaldo, he's like small. He's a Ty Domi of his day. He's small and he can fight. It's just amazing.
He had 153 penalty minutes last year.
Oh, yeah, you're my
ranked
hero.
second on the team with 231 hits.
I have a feeling when I die, and I'm thinking about all the great hockey players. Well, I'm not even the great hockey players, but at least the ones I really love to watch. I think Zach Rinaldo's going to be up there. I mean, I've seen him just knock guys senseless. I mean, I love. And you know what? We might not have these guys anymore in a couple years. And you know who's going to be really pissed off? Jeff, because he's so goddamn young. How old are you, Jeff?
19. I'll be 20 next Saturday.
30-year-old douchebags.
Who's that?
Old Jeff here is 19 fucking years old. You can believe that.
Damn, 19.
20 next Saturday.
20. What is that guy? You can't see this. Can you see this? Can you see what Jake's doing?
Let me see.
Put on Skype.
Yeah.
He has a Why did you do that? Why did you ever get in ventriloquism? I know you want to be a comedian. I know all that shit. But
I saw it for $20 on eBay. I had to get it.
Well, that makes me feel a lot better. Oh, Jesus Christ!
I never ever
Hawken,
developed a character.
Yeah.
I just go on Omegle chat and I wear the Saw mask from the movie Saw, and I pretend to make out with him, and people get all creeped out.
All right, what else you got, Jeff?
Oh man. All right, I believe you got video on this. This guy is supposedly the most annoying person in hockey.
Yeah.
Nashville's prospect Brendan Leipsic.
Leipsic? Yeah, I didn't know his name. I did send it to you. Well, I didn't load the video because I was so worried about like having a problem this week. But if you go to the Shot from the Point files as far as wacky and epic hockey videos on the playlist, you can check out player drinks out of goalies. Player drinks out of goalies water bottle, which is probably like the 3 funniest things I've ever seen in my life. And I did do a video on it last year. It wasn't really good because it wasn't good quality. But this guy he's like Sean Avery, I guess, right? Is that what we're talking about, Jeff?
Yeah, pretty much. Next Sean
Has he
Avery.
done anything else like besides drink out of the goalie's water bottle?
His stats aren't bad, right, Jeff?
No, stats aren't too bad.
No, his stats aren't bad at all. So he can be a prick. He's like Sean Avery. Sean Avery's stats weren't bad for the type of role that he had.
No,
he's a talented guy. I mean, he wasn't Bobby Hull, but I mean, he's a damn good player. I mean, let's face it, he's damn good. So yeah, check that out. When what's his kid's name? Leipsic. He sounds Jewish. He sounds like my psychiatrist or my tax accountant. Jesus. Was he Jewish? Yeah, we're racist. Fuck you. What else you got?
All right, Clark MacArthur agreed to terms with the Ottawa Senators on a 5-year, $23.25 million contract extension.
You like that contract?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I mean, it gives Ottawa that veteran leadership, and he can score you about 20, 25 goals.
Yeah, 20 goals. So they're going to need it because I don't think they're making the playoffs.
I mean, it's not going to help them reach the playoffs. They're not going to reach. But,
it's funny that they got a damn good coach over there too. That bug-eye walrus, as Prost likes to say. I think he's a damn good hockey coach because I think that team sucks outside of Carlson, who gets mean text messages from Matt Cook. Did you ever see that bit we did? Did you ever see that bit we did? The Matt Cook message?
No.
Jeff?
No.
Look, Carlson gets what was it called? Do you remember?
It was like Matt Cook sends Eric Carlson a text message.
Yeah. Look that up. That's like one of our best bits of all time. That's when actually Jake kind of solidified himself on the show. That was really funny.
I was like 3 minutes away from being fired.
No, I wouldn't say that. No, it was more like I was looking for a reason to get rid of Dave, I was over at Dave's house this weekend, so I mean, it's really, I got to be honest with you, it's such a relief to be friends with him again. And like, it's not like we never weren't friends, but we needed some blow off time, and I remember we were just sitting there. I don't know if it was this time we went over because we went over this Saturday. We went over. I think did we? Hey, baby, we go over last Saturday? Yeah, she said, yeah. He said something to me. He's like, I was like, I'm glad. Like, I just feel like we missed a lot of time. And I said to myself, yeah, we did. And I shouldn't have fucking held that out for the year. I don't regret what I said, and I meant what I said last summer, but it shouldn't have went as long as it did. And that was dumb. And for all you girls out there, grudges are stupid. They're really, really, really stupid. So don't hold them. Let's talk about something sad. What do you have sad in the news, Jeff?
What do I have sad in the news?
Yeah, you have something really sad because today's a horrible anniversary.
Oh, yeah, today's the 3-year anniversary of the Locomotive, or however you say it, the Locomotive.
Locomotive.
Or whatever, however way you put it. It's a 3-year anniversary of that plane crash.
Yeah.
And on board that plane was a guy very special to me who made me fall in love with the sport of hockey, Pavel Demitra. Got a Demitra jersey sitting right there in my closet.
Great St. Louis Blue, great Vancouver Canuck, Pavel Demitra. Fantastic player, an all-around good guy. The thing that gets me about this, I mean, I'm always going to find a negative in it or one thing or another, but the thing that gets me about this is it seems to me like it's the greatest sports tragedy of all time. Yeah, it was a KHL. Yeah, it wasn't in North America. But the amount of North Americans were killed, which doesn't make any difference because there was tons of Russians killed in this too. It just seems like it's getting forgotten year after year. I mean, it's like, can you imagine this happened to the New York Yankees?
Oh God!
Oh my God!
I don't say that to be funny. I really don't. But I mean, there were some wonderful hockey players on there. There were wonderful contributors to the NHL. There were heroes. I mean, we're talking about Jeff's hero right here. Am I fair to say that? By the way, I mean that this is one of your hockey heroes.
Definitely.
I mean, I don't consider athletes heroes, but hockey heroes. Mark Messier is my hockey hero, and I'm not embarrassed to say it. Is he a real hero? No, I know real heroes, but I mean, I think it's fair to say. So, is he your hockey hero?
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
I remember watching. He was one of the first players, if not the first player, that I remember watching
when you were a kid. So I mean, this guy had a real impact on you. You know what it was? That's your Thurman Munson, to me.
Yeah,
because that's the player that I remember. My parents telling me that we had a captain of the Yankees, and he passed away, and it was a horrible plane crash because he had to be in Ohio for God knows what reason after every Yankee game, which I'll never understand, but. But I mean, that's the type of it's the type of thing. And the only thing I'm not going to go on a rant on this because we are supposed to be a comedy show. I don't know. I don't understand why it doesn't hurt people like it hurts me. And I don't want to say look, I understand hockey is it's lower than wrestling as far as the sports are concerned, as far as money taken in. But I don't understand this was the greatest tragedy since the Romanian soccer team, crashed in God knows where and ended up having to commit cannibalism to survive. I mean, this was a really horrible, horrible tragedy, and it just seems like, is there a 30 for 30 out for it at least?
I think they may have done one. I'd have to take a look.
These guys need to be remembered, and I think it's horrible that we don't talk about it.
There was one thing today that I saw a few people posted.
Yeah.
I didn't agree with it.
What did they say?
It said it was it just had a picture of the Locomotive logo, and it said, "Today we're all Russian."
No, about that.
I didn't agree with
But
that.
I definitely first of all, Alexander Kopatsev. You know what? And I tell you something. Under normal circumstances, I would feel that way. It's just what's going on in Crimea keeps me from feeling that. But that doesn't mean that I don't miss Alexander Kopatsev, who was a big part of. Yeah, he didn't play in Game 7 for the Rangers, but he did play a lot in the playoffs. Keenan benched him, but he was a big part of the Rangers because his team, the Rangers won the Stanley Cup, and it's not just the playoffs; it's the regular season as well. So many great players. I'm not going to go over them all. I may do something about it tomorrow, but it just I want to move on after this, Jeff, because I'll talk about it the rest of the night because it does bug the shit out of me. I don't understand why it's not a bigger deal, and that's all I'm going to say about it.
Because it happened in Russia, that's why.
But it was there was Americans, there was Canadians, there was there was NHLers on there. I mean, and I got to be honest with you. Look, it doesn't look. I know we're in a Cold War situation with Russia right now. It doesn't matter. They're human lives, and this is a sports tragedy. These guys were celebrities. I mean, it's Pavel Dimitri's there. I remember Pavel Dimitri. I remember what a great hockey player he was. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Let's forget. I mean, at least for this death, let's. Yeah, I mean, quite literally, you're right, Jake. Quite literally, you're right.
I mean, it's sad. We're all acknowledging. Don't think.
Yeah. I'm not. Oh no, I didn't think you were. I didn't think you were belittling the situation. I didn't think that for a minute. But yeah, you're right. Why? I mean, it just sucks. There were hockey players. They were our family. This was like the hockey family.
There was a former New Jersey Devil on there, and we all had one player on there that was, all three of us that we looked up to and watched and played, and
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. It affected so many teams. You know? It affected so many teams, and people. It didn't need a team maybe on a rival team. I don't know. I don't get it. What else you got, Jeff?
Well, the Hawks and Capitals are set to play the Winter Classic at Nationals Park.
Really?
Shocker, the Hawks and Capitals are in another Winter
Classic. Well, that's good, because I thought they already announced the Winter Classic this year. But, I mean, yeah, I'm all for that. They're going to play over in...
It's probably one of the stadium series.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Stadium
Nationals
Series
Park,
or it's Winter
where
Classic?
the Washington Nationals play baseball.
That's a
Heard
beautiful.
it's a beautiful field.
Yeah, that's everybody says it's a beautiful.
It's a nice field.
Have you
It's a
been
nice
there?
Ballpark. Have I been there? No, I've
No,
seen
of course,
it.
because you live in St. Louis, you goofball. Actually, Jake can make the drive.
Yeah, I could take a train now.
Well, I tell you something. It's half as beautiful as Camden Yards, which I went to in 1990. I know my brother was still a teenager, and I don't think I was out of high school. So it was definitely before 95. I went to Camden Yards. It was so cool. It was like being in the 30s. It was so badass. So hopefully it'll work out there.
I went to the Phillies.
Sorry. I
went to the Phillies stadium. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Jeff?
I said I'd like to go to the one in Pittsburgh, PNC Park.
Yeah,
that ballpark looks beautiful, and the skyline.
That's right. That's the new Three Rivers Stadiums. I hate the fact that they named this over corporations. It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts that they name it. At least they're not putting shit in the uniform like they do over here in Europe. But
not yet, at least.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see.
Doesn't the WNBA do that?
Look, I get the sponsorship thing. You got to pay for this shit. I don't really care for the women because I know nobody's watching the women. We're all fooling ourselves.
That may explain why they only have 8 teams, though, too.
Yeah. Well, look, that's not a bad start. I mean, I honestly think I think Jake, and you might even laugh at this because you're like a recent ice hockey player that just got off the competitive scene. But me, Joe, and Jake believe there could be a competitive inline hockey league, especially like a summer league or something. I believe in inline hockey. It just hasn't been done right.
I'm not big on roller hockey, but I could see that happening.
Yeah, I do. How about this? Let me have a wild, radical idea here. All right? Take the original 6 teams, and this is kind of my point. Like, whenever these leagues start, like WNBA, there's too many fucking teams. And the NHL has a problem, too. They want to expand all the time. Deal with what you have. Make strong what you have, then expand. How about this? Take the original 6 teams. Chicago, Toronto, Montreal, New York, and then, making Jake root for a New York team. Boston, and I'm forgetting one. Let's see, I had the 2 of the Canadian teams. I had Toronto, I had Montreal, I had New York, I had Chicago, and Detroit, and have them have a tournament that's broadcast on TV, or maybe you offer it as a package. You have like one on ESPN or one on a channel, and then you can buy the rest on stream, or something like that. And then you put prospects in the inline game. Oh, full contact 5-on-5, no 4-on-4 shit. What do you think about that? Would you watch that?
I'd watch it because it's hockey. And
what about a
I'm
summer
a roller
league
hockey
too?
player, so of course.
Prospect summer league wouldn't be bad too. I'd take that, but I mean, I think to keep inline hockey fresh, and you want to see the best people, like put the prospects out there. I mean,
inline hockey is so much different
through
from ice hockey.
Yeah.
What's that?
Inline hockey is different than ice hockey,
But we haven't seen inline hockey at a professional level played 5-on-5. Have we not?
You remember that? Do you remember that Pro Beach hockey?
I just get the feeling that fucking Jeff's laughing at me.
I'm not laughing.
Yes, you are.
Jeff, do you remember Pro Beach hockey?
No, he doesn't. He wasn't even born.
No.
That was the year he was born, actually.
That was freaking cool.
It sucked. Don't listen to him.
Come on, no, it was cool.
Oh, shut up.
You're getting off shot.
You're getting off topic, your glasses wearing hipster with that crazy fucking...
Well, I loved it.
Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know. I just think that I don't know. I just think there's something viable there. I think you can sell it. Am I crazy, Jeff? Look, you're allowed to tell me I'm wrong. You're allowed to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. But I think like a tournament, either ice or like a prospect thing, I think that would just be so fucking cool.
I don't think you're crazy. I could see that. I could see that happening.
Why not? It keeps the NHL fresh during the summer and gives us something to report. That's another reason. That's one of the reasons I don't like it.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Tommy? Have you ever actually seen actual roller hockey like in Europe?
No. Oh, well, there's like a bunch of Americans.
It's played on quads. And it's played
it's not that bad.
No, it's played on quads, and they actually they use field hockey sticks.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't know. There's a bunch of guys. There's a bunch of guys on post that play downtown. See, I haven't been able to play because I didn't have health insurance, but I could probably play soon. And I got to lose about 30 pounds before I'm effective. What else you got, Jeff?
So some source apparently said that Sidney Crosby was arrested in Ottawa.
Yeah, tell me about this because I didn't read too much, but what happened?
Well, apparently, let me pull it up here. Oh, I don't have it. That's not good.
You fucked up already. You fucked up my perfect show.
No, it was going good until the end.
Yeah.
End of that, because that's the last thing I had. Oh, this is embarrassing.
NHL Gaming News just said.
Well, can you give us a summary? Like, what happened? What happened? Like, what he? I know, because I heard the thing he got arrested, which I was literally chomping at the bit.
Apparently the source said that he got arrested in Ottawa. Like he was in. Apparently he heard that he was in jail, but apparently what actually happened was that Crosby was in Vail, Colorado, or something
at the time.
Yeah, but apparently the source heard jail, and then the Ottawa police came out and said that Crosby wasn't arrested. The Ottawa police came out and said that Crosby was never incarcerated.
He wasn't even in Canada at the time.
No, he wasn't even in Canada.
Let me tell you, I can explain this to my wife because it's a V word, and you know how Germans have troubles with V's. Crosby came over the wire that Crosby was incarcerated in jail, right? Okay. All right, but it really was I guess a source or what was it, a reporter or who fucked this up? It was the Ottawa Sun, right, or something like that.
It was a reporter, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. So it said that he was in Vail, Colorado, and somehow that got screwed up, and they said he was in jail in Ottawa. So it got reported that I saw it on Reddit that he was in jail. He was in jail. Yeah. And which would have been great for me. How quick do you think Crosby would have gave up his ass to keep himself in cigarettes and and not beat up?
He would have just said, "Just so you guys know, I don't want to be raped." Wink, wink. Whatever you do not touch me in the shower.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
Matt just said his only crime is growing that shitty mustache.
Who said that?
Matthew Kaiser.
Oh, Kaiser. Welcome to the show, Matthew. Please share the show and let people know what we're doing here because we got the best goddamn hockey show.
Okay. And NHL Gaming and News wants to know, who do you think is better, Kessel or Kane?
Fuck it. Is that even a question?
He said, still, put my question in the air with an exclamation.
Jesus. God, I
hate hockey and I don't like kids.
That's right. Kane. How do you like that?
Yeah, I love how Kane didn't do anything in the Olympics, and then come playoff time, he scores a couple goals against us.
Well, look, that's a short tournament. You don't know when you're going to take off, and he had a great 2010. So I'm not going to jump in Kane's ass. There was a lot of guys that blew it in the Olympics.
Oshie didn't.
He wasn't the only one.
They
didn't look brilliant all the way through. And now you got to start that tournament off and destroy your competition. Wait a minute, they did actually. All right, forget I said that. Destroyed Slovakia. All right, forget I said. What the fuck do I know of it? Look, I'm on YouTube. What do you want from me? I mean, Jesus. All right, skip ahead to the end because we got to end this bastard there, Jeff.
No, that's pretty much all I got.
Oh wow, that was perfect timing. All right, you bastards. We got to hear from our sponsors or really supporters because they ain't paying me shit. We'll give a 4-minute commercial. We'll come back with the plugs, and we'll see you in a minute. Peace. Listen to Joe Cronin.
This is the Joe Cronin Show, a wrestling talk show with f***ing attitude.
Get yourself some DDP yoga or else.
Thanks, DDP.
Awesome. Let's do this!
Yo, Joe, the first time I ever seen your show, it was pretty awesome.
You're one of the best I've seen so far doing live streams.
Hey, Joe Cronin, what's going on? And I just want to tell you that your show is awesome. I enjoy listening to you guys at work.
Joey, you're the best wrestling guy on YouTube.
So that we would not, be able to really hijack the show.
Explain why you're taking time off. What hurts, CM Punk? Did your brother take some money from you again? Is that what hurts?
There's just one thing that I wanted to talk about tonight.
Yeah?
And that was the Zack Ryder versus Fandango match. And I feel like they're going to give Zack Ryder a push soon.
Off a cliff?
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Every time.
Cena. That's incredible. You know my top 5 wrestler list is?
John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Sting. Ultimate Warrior. X-Pac.
I hope Joe records this.
Hey, let's face it. NHL fans love EA's NHL series. NHL 15 demo is now upon us. And for all you old farts and cats that live out in bumblefuck Winnipeg, it's like pull hockey without the pulls. Now, if you're looking to stay on top of NHL 15 gaming this year, have I got the community for you. Take your ass right over to Facebook, type in EA Sports, NHL Gaming, and Fans. Look at this site. It's beautiful. Now, you're probably asking yourself, hey, Tommy, why are you asking me to like another dumb Facebook site? Well, first of all, jerk, it's not dumb. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Second of all, it don't cost you nothing, so just like it anyway. Okay, Slappy, now that you like the Facebook site, why don't you take your ass over to their YouTube channel and subscribe? Check it out. They already got NHL 15 videos from Xbox One. Unbelievable. Links below. Check it out. A Facebook site, a great community, funny vibes, trash talk, a YouTube channel, and they're gonna get sick interactive on Twitch. What the hell else do you want? Okay, let's pretend for a second that you're not already subscribed to Shot from the Point, which contains Shot from the Point Live, the most badass hockey talk show podcast, live broadcast in all the known land, much less YouTube. So if you haven't done it already, do it now. Subscribe right now. On Shot from the Point Live, we say things like fuck and shit, and that guy sucks, unlike ESPN or Hockey Night in Canada. And if you don't like that, I don't care. Go listen to Doug McKenzie. Actually, it's Bob. Look, this is the front page of the Shot from the Point Productions channel, and that's my show playing in the trailer park. Look at me, I'm on the left, and those are the two goofballs on the right that work for me. They do what they're told.
I would also really appreciate it if you check out Shot from the Point Hockey. It's also a Facebook page.
No, what? It's deliberate.
Keep up with our broadcast.
Like I don't even care now. EA Sports and NHL Gaming and NHL Gaming Fans, plus Shot from the Point. We're in bed together. So get over, subscribe, like, do whatever the hell you got to do. And if you didn't understand, go back to the video and figure it out anyway. I'm Tommy C, and I am fucking out. Ah, that's right. Go check out those things. Hey, listen, you bastards. If you came this far, and from what I can see, even though I can't see a lot, 5 of you are, the only way this thing's going to grow, and we got something good here, because we had a damn good show tonight, is if you're going to share the show. That's the bottom friggin' line. You want me to have better shit going on? You want me to have a better computer? You got to share this goddamn show, which I should have monetized, which I forgot to do. But I can, because I don't think we use any material, and we're damn good. So make sure you share the show and let people know. I was like, look, this is like a crazy hockey show with real-ass hockey fans and not a bunch of douchebags and what have you. So I'm going to do the plugs real quick, and then we're going to get the hell out of there. Here's what I want you to do. When this is actually uploaded, I'm going to upload Dead on Dave Productions, who is doing his own YouTube channel now, where he does wrestling updates, and he's also the new co-host of the Joe Cronin Show. Did you like what he did? Yeah, isn't that great?
Nice.
Did you like Dead on Dave on Joe Cronin Show? I mean, because Chris Topovich can't be there.
Yeah, I thought he did a real good job.
He does a real good. I mean, he's different because he's a little more high energy and Chris is like cool, calm, and collective. But I mean, as far as like knowledge is concerned, there really isn't a hell of a lot of different. I mean, Dave goes way back, and he understands pro wrestling. He understands it in a very deep level because it's pro wrestling. But no, I mean, definitely, we did a Cronin show before, but check on Dead on Dave. Please sure you give him a little subs, and I'll put an annotation in here as soon as I can, and what have you. I also have somebody else to plug that I promised to plug, and I have a little problem saying the damn name, and it's not something, let's say, that I would be into. But, maybe some of the listeners or people that are going to listen to this on demand, and like I said, I'll put the annotation in. Are you into anime? Well, if I would check out Matt Hendrick's channel, and it's called, holy shit, something otaku. I can't pronounce the shit. But look, he's doing his own podcast about anime and things of that nature. Let me see this shit. I know he's gonna be totally, dude. This is like a Tommy NC moment, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's a Full Metal Otaku. I think that's what it's called, and he covers a lot of anime. And I checked out his podcast, and he's a really sharp guy.
It's a huge community. So if you're into it, check it out.
Well, no, here's what we're doing. He's starting off, and you know, this is how we got to do it. We can't come on, stop fucking me up, you douche. I'm trying to help this kid out. He gave us a sub, and we want to help him out. And this is how we do it. We make fun of you. But check out Full Metal Otaku. I'll be putting the link up as soon as this fucker encodes, and we'll have it right there on the big screen for you. So make sure you check it out. If that's your thing, I mean, I think this is a guy to listen to because, well, as far as I know, he knows what the fuck he's talking about. What the hell would I know? Hey, give me Mr. Jeff. Where are you on Twitter? Where can I find you, newsman?
All right, my Twitter is @GrandSlam87, as well as my YouTube. I basically just post videos about random stuff.
Oh, I'll put your YouTube channel up too when it codes too. So yeah, Grand Slam. You're www.youtube.com user Grand Slam, correct?
Grand Slam 87. Yep.
Grand Slam 87. That's right.
And that's also my PlayStation ID, so you guys can hit me up there. I play Madden, NHL, MLB, Call of Duty, and Battlefield. So if you want to come join me and listen to me cry, there you go.
I like when you get fights with other people.
I was crying on Madden this morning. So
you camper.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, and then he goes on to our Facebook chat. He goes, "Bullshit! Nobody moves."
My defense does not move. And that's what the Rams offense was doing today.
He sounds like
Listen.
It's so.
I don't want to hear it. I'm 15-0 since the new Madden online. So
really, they must all.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I haven't played a ranked game yet though, so I've been playing unranked.
Oh, you pussy! What's the matter with you? Hey, listen. I stepped on you before because that's what I do. But you said that you had a kind of a problem. Like you say, there's no issues with the NHL 15 playability side. You think it really works well, correct?
Yeah, I think it plays fantastic.
It
and
plays
that's the reason I haven't played it the last few years.
It's a real issue with all those all that stuff being gone, though. I mean, I think we'd agree with us on that, right?
Yeah.
Because I got to be honest with you, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and no one says playability is an issue. It's just the options. And the stuff that they do have a problem with, like maybe some of the glitch goals, it looks very fixable. You know? Like, I think the one glitch goal is, like, you hold, and you only could do it on, you can only actually do it in probably practice mode. You hold, hide the puck, you circle the net twice, and it always goes in. Guaranteed. But, I mean, stuff like that can be easily fixed, and what have you. But you have no issues with playability, Jeff, correct?
No.
I have none either. I think the playability is great, but all the other stuff.
No one is denying the graphics are insane. Another thing is we didn't talk about Xbox 360. Now I'm getting the Xbox 360's version. They didn't take a lot of options out, but it's like a ton of options. Like you can't even pick your own player. I mean, it literally is a cut and paste. From what I can see, the puck. The puck's changed a little bit as far as like running it down the ice, but I mean it's NHL 14, which is a great game. I think we'd all agree the NHL 14 is a great. Well, Jeff wouldn't because he didn't play it, but
no, it was better than 12 and it was better than 13, and it was way better than 12.
Yeah,
oh my
12
god.
But 12 was wretched.
I still never told you the reason why I quit NHL 12, did I?
Yeah, glitch goals. You told me. You were like,
no, it wasn't a glitch goal really.
Yeah.
Actually, that time it wasn't. I just got fed up with it.
Yeah, but I don't know. But you say this new game is going to be great and what have you. I'm waiting to see if EA charges us for a bunch of bullshit down the road, and I would not be shocked. I think Jake's dead wrong on that. Those EA guys are scumbags. Scumbag, Raman Shamanam. Look, if he says, look, we just couldn't make it on time, and then a month from now saying, hey, buy EA SHL for $12.99 or $5.90, even if it's a fucking $1.50, fuck you. These are options you should have put in there. And if they come out with it in November, goddamn well they could have put it out in October.
And I'm no game developer either, but like, how difficult can it be to just put copy and paste the game mode?
Well, that's the problem. I can't tell you, and I'm not going to sit there and bash these guys because I know coding's difficult, especially with.
Well, yeah, I know that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing, Jeff. I don't know. I feel uncomfortable bashing these guys. I mean, right. like I don't bash when it comes to the NHL or professional hockey. I don't bash their skill level. If you ever notice, I bash their hustle. I think I can judge hustle.
Yeah, that drives me.
I'm not going to sit there and bash these guys, but I can see if they're trying hard or not because that's universal. So I don't sit there and saying he's not good or that guy's not good. Everybody in the NHL is good, even the biggest goon. He's
Right.
a really good hockey player, you know, by our standards. But most people don't really know that. So I mean, it's just like the same thing with coders. You know, I don't know, but I'm suspicious of EA. That's the real fucking issue, and what have you. Jake, where can they find you at if they want to talk to you?
They could find me on Twitter at Jake Link Comedy. You can find me on Facebook. That's where I spend most of my time.
Yeah.
And actually, on October 29th, I will be at the Garwood I'll be at the Station Bar and Grill at 8 o'clock.
Nice.
99 Center Street. No
And of
covers.
course-
Just go in, check it out. Bunch of good comics working out new material. And I'll be there. I'm going back into it again.
And of course, Jake Link is, of course, legendary. Jake is a legendary comedian. And, you know, he's got a really good show. And if you're in the New Jersey area, I suggest you check him out. The other announcement I want to make, boy, that had a lot of conviction, didn't it? Was that a good plug for you?
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, good. I thought maybe I mean it. I just can't come see you. I hope you're not working the week I come there.
No.
Next week, we're having another show. Of course, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shot from the Point, and we'll be on, what the hell is next week? The 13th. After that, there'll be a 2-week shutdown, and we'll be coming back on the 4th. What time does hockey season start?
32 days.
32 days. Is that 32? What day though? Do we have like a day?
No. I'm done with math in school, so I'm.
Good. Thanks. All right. Well, look, we'll probably be doing our pre. Well, look, we're doing one more show, and then we're doing a show right before the season starts, and then it's on, bitches. We're just about there. It's like 32 days from right now, and what have you. Anything else, gentlemen? So I close this bitch out and say goodbye to everybody.
No. I think we're good.
No.
Good.
No. Wash your hands. Don't run with scissors and drink milk.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been a Shot from the Point production, the Shot from the Point YouTube channel. Of course, you can get highlights, news update, and of course, Shot from the Point live, and maybe even In the Crease with Tommy C this week, which I'm going to iron something out there. I think there's something there, and it gives me an excuse to go live. We'll also go live if mega news breaks. It's got to be pretty big, like somebody's got to drop dead, like that. You know what I mean? Hey, great show, fellas. In fact, I think this is the best show we ever had. Would you agree, Jake?
It's definitely up there.
I think, Jake, we're there. We got there, and it has a lot to do with
right.
Jeff. But this is what we always wanted, and we know it. And look, I said it before. If you like the show, share the show. It's the only way it's going to grow. I need you. It's the bottom line. Yeah, you're probably going to make me money down the road. Don't feel too bad. But I can promise you, if you do, that I'm going to put that to be more entertaining and replace Jake. That's what I'm going to do.
All right, yeah.
Thank you very much, everybody.
He's going to
Please
buy
check
me
us
out.
I'll face. Look, you get me money, give me $2,000. I'll face Jake out next week.
That's right, yeah.
Listen,
I'm cheap. I'll go for $1,000. I don't care.
Subscribe to the Shot from the Point production channel, highlights, news, and a really great hockey community for people that really love the game. This is fan run. No apologies. Not for kids. Don't send me. I don't want to hear anything about my voicemail about me cursing from some sanctimonious bitch ass parrot. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for
There's a
listening.
pretty big, nice disclaimer for all of you.
Yeah. Well, it's actually at the end now. That's what I did. I don't.
But then again, people are stupid. So
yeah, I think that's the way I put it at the end, because it's just like it doesn't matter. You know, I mean, if I put a big thing, dick jokes ahead, it wouldn't matter. Then I'd get these stupid ass parents and the more death threats already. Thank you very much, everybody. See you next week, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you like the show, share the show. Take it care. Bye.
In on Kolzik. Fake the
Love that sound.
You're an expert. You're an expert.
I hate hockey and I don't like kids.
I don't know. I'm wearing pink and kissing guys. Anyhow.
That's the same sound I made when my dog fell in the crawl space.
You're a beast, Jake.
I never told you that story, did I?
No, now's not the time either. The show's over, you douche. Should have thought that
Tell
before. Oh. What the fuck? I thought I cut this video to end. Jeez, how long is this damn thing? I think it's over soon. Alright, we got seconds to go. Alright, well, I'll be more professional about this. Thank you very much, bitches. Good night!